Hello, I'm going to show you how to create a new team and activate Tribu for that team. I'm going to run through this video very quickly. So, we create a channel, and then you can add the name that you want for the channel that you want, and that's going to start all the flow. For this case, we're going to name it My New Team. All right, My New Team. So we click on Next, and then we'll let it public on Slack, and then we can add specific people. This is a normal action. So we're adding a couple of people to this channel, so we can start tracking them. All right. For now, we're going to leave just another people, so it's going to be a team of 2 members. Right now, we can jump into the app. The Tribu app is going to be down there, as you can see, and that is going to redirect us to our dashboard. Right now, as you can see, we can find My New Team in the main selector. So that means that we can select it and start using Tribu. We can see the 5 dimensions that we're using to measure, and we click on Enable New Radar to start all this flow. So here's for the team to decide, or the manager to decide. What do we want to measure first, right? We're going to see all the list of the radars. We're adding new ones, as I always say, to find out what works best for you. And for this particular case, we want to understand the burnout levels of each member in the team. So always make sure to tag what is happening. So for this action, we're going to tag it the first burnout evaluation of the team. All right, the more details you add, the more information you're going to have when we want to understand what's happening in the past and what we can do in the future. All right. The radar started, we received a couple of messages, and as you can see, we received our first pulse. That pulse contains some information like the purpose, which is the tag that we selected. This helps the team to keep everyone aligned, to understand why are we answering this, what do we want to find out with this, what do we want to improve, right? A lot of questions in there. And we're also going to send a notification to the channel that we just created. In a normal scenario, it's going to be full of text of the team members chatting between everyone, and this is going to be a notification coming from Tribu. So this is going to say what did we just activated, which is the burnout radar, as we can see in there, and why, which is the tag, the purpose. So everyone is aligned and everyone understands what's happening, right? If we go back again to the app, to the dashboard, we can see that the radar started. We can see it now in the dashboard. It's going to be active for our Tribu, as we can see in there. There are radars for tribus and there are radars for personal purposes. That's to understand myself better or understand the team better, right? And that's going to give us how many questions we have left and so on. When everyone is done answering, we're going to see the scores in here. So we're going to start accumulating the radars for all the things that we measure, all right? And whenever we click on the Tribu Details, we are going to see more details about the team. The first thing that we're going to see is the overall wellness of the team members. As you can see, the first person in here has a 78, and the other person doesn't have a score. That means that that person is not using Tribu and is not answering anything. And this gives us insights already, right? So why is this person not participating? Does they find any value on what we're doing? This is already some useful information for the team that we also need to take into account, all right? All right, so for example, since we launched the burnout radar, we can select which radar we want to understand deeper in the selector in there, and that is going to give us the score for burnout. All right, in this case there are no answers, that's why we have a -1%. That's what it means. And we're going to run a quick example into what would be the answers for each one of the members. Right, as we can see in the right, that person hasn't activated Tribu yet, but that doesn't stop the radar from running. All right, they are going to receive the messages and the questions, and they can provide information already, even if they haven't started their individual Tribu. All right, in here we can see that both people are running the same radar, the one that we run for the team basically, and each one of them are going to answer respectively, right? This first person is going to answer like they feel all right, okay-ish. It's a 75% at the end for this person, right? That's cool. So we can check if that information got updated in the Tribu Details. And as we can see, again, the first screen we're going to see is the overall score. But if we open the burnout score, we're going to see the 75 in there. And we're going to keep track of all the scores that we're having, the more readers that we answer. And for example, in the person in the right, they are going to be answering like they don't feel fine. As you can see, they still haven't activated Tribute as the main screen, but they're finished the radars for the team. All right, so we're going to check out how the team is doing. So we can see now that we have a 53% average of burnout. So what's happening in there, right? So we select the burnout radar, and we can see that the first person is feeling okay, and the second person has higher levels of burnout. All right, we can do this for any radar that we want. In this case, we're running the smart work radar. We want to understand better which processes to improve as a team. And there we started. The first thing is that we're going to evaluate the work that we're doing currently. And we have to remember that each radar has sub radars deeper inside of them. Check the video for that. We now are added the smart work radar to the list, and we can see again that we have no scores, but it's going to be launched this for all the members of the team. And yeah, feel free just to test this out. Use the radars, create as many teams as you want, understand them deeply, and check the other videos to understand deeper the scores, the subradars, all the pulses, to get the best out of this tool, the Tribu app. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope this wasn't too fast, and make sure to check all the rest of the videos and the information we have. So see you.